Sam, if you had to pick one, what's the best memory of your life?
Oh, that's a tough one. There are so many moments that come to mind. But if I had to choose, I'd say it was the summer trip I took to Italy with my family when I was 16. What about you?
Italy? For me, it was probably when I graduated from college. Not just the ceremony itself, but everything surrounding it. The culmination of years of hard work, the celebration with friends and family. It's a whole package of memories wrapped up into one event.
That's a huge milestone for sure. I can see why that would stand out. Tell me more about it. What made it so special?
Well, I went to a pretty tough engineering school, so getting through it was no small feat. I remember the night before graduation. A bunch of us got together to reminisce. We stayed up late, talking about all the crazy projects, the stressful exams, the late night study sessions. We laughed about the times we thought we'd never make it through. It was this incredible mix of relief, nostalgia, and excitement for the future.
It's those moments of reflection with friends that really cement the memories, don't you think?
And the graduation ceremony itself was incredible. Walking across the stage, hearing my name called, seeing my parents' faces in the audience, it was surreal. Then, there was the party afterward. My parents threw a huge celebration at our house. Friends, family, neighbors. It felt like the whole town showed up. We had this big tent set up in the backyard, with lights strung up everywhere. There was music, dancing, amazing food. I'll never forget it.
Man, that sounds like the perfect way to cap off such a significant chapter of your life.
It really was. What about your trip to Italy? What made it so unforgettable?
Oh, where to start? It was the first time I had ever been to Europe, so everything felt so new and exciting. We spent 2 weeks traveling around the country: Rome, Florence, Venice, and a few days in a little Tuscan village. The history, the architecture, the food, the people. It was like stepping into another world.
Italy has always been on my bucket list. What was your favorite part?
It's hard to pick just one thing, but I'd have to say the day we spent in Florence. We started with a visit to the Uffizi Gallery. Seeing masterpieces by Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci, and Botticelli up close was awe-inspiring. Then, we climbed to the top of the Duomo. The view of the city from up there was breathtaking. In the evening, we had dinner at this little family-run trattoria. The food was incredible: homemade pasta, fresh ingredients, and the best gelato I've ever had.
I bet the food in Italy is something else.
Oh, it's on another level. Every meal felt like a celebration, and the people were so friendly and welcoming. One night, we ended up talking to the owner of a restaurant for hours. He told us all about the history of his family, his business, and even gave us a tour of the kitchen.
It's those kinds of personal connections that make travel so special.
And then there were the little moments, like getting lost in the winding streets of Venice, stumbling upon a beautiful hidden piazza in Rome, or watching the sunset over the Tuscan hills. Those are the memories that stick with you.
I can see why that trip would be such a standout memory for you. It sounds like it was a real adventure.
It really was. I think the best memories often come from those times when you step outside your comfort zone and experience something completely new.
I agree. For me, college was like that in a lot of ways. Moving away from home, meeting so many different people, learning to navigate. A whole new world. It was challenging, but also incredibly rewarding.
It sounds like we both have a thing for those transformative experiences.
I think it's also about the people you share those moments with. My graduation wouldn't have been nearly as memorable without my friends and family there to celebrate with me.
Sharing experiences with others makes them so much richer. That's one of the things I loved about the Italy trip, having my family there to share it with. We made memories together that we still talk about to this day.
It's interesting how the best memories often involve a mix of excitement, challenge, and connection with others.
For sure. I think there's something about looking back on those times that makes you appreciate them even more. In the moment, you're just living it. But later, when you reflect on it, you realize how special it was.
Sometimes I wish I could go back and relive those moments just to savor them more.
I know what you mean, but I guess that's part of what makes them so special. The fact that they're fleeting. They remind us to make the most of every moment.
Exactly. To keep seeking out those experiences that challenge us and bring us closer to the people we care about.
Well said, Max. Here's to making more of those kinds of memories.
So, what's next on your list of potential best memories?
I think I'd like to do more traveling. There's so much of the world I haven't seen yet. Maybe a road trip across the US or exploring some more European countries. What about you?
I'd love to visit Japan or Australia, but I think my next big goal is to start my own business. It's something I've always wanted to do, and I think it could be an incredible journey.
Starting your own business would definitely be a challenging and rewarding experience.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. It's a bit daunting, but I'm ready for the challenge. Plus, I've got a great support network to help me along the way.
That makes all the difference. Having people who believe in you and support you is so important.
So, here's to more adventures, more challenges, and making more incredible memories.
Let's make it happen.
Maybe one day we'll be looking back on this conversation as another great memory.
You never know. Life has a funny way of surprising you.
It sure does. Here's to the journey, my friend.
Here's to the journey.